Hello there, and welcome to the Juhadre podcast in association with Rated R Esports.
Where who the hell knows where this conversation is going to take us?
Well, let's find out.
Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Juhadre. I'm Alvatross and Juhadre.
I'm Juhadre.
Thank you for joining us on Season 2, Episode 10.
And I'm actually really excited. What was with the subdued tone? You were so
I used to do that at a call center when I'd call people back, and they'd be like, this is from calling you from Verizon Fios. You, your tech will arrive, and I would just say something, they'd be like, it's a damn robocall. And I'm sorry, man, but I'm not a robot. And they're like, wait, what? And I just did it.
Very good.
I had to entertain myself.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, you did.
Welcome to Juhadre.
That's more like what you normally do. I like it. But now, Albatross, this is the second time we've hit 10 episodes in a season.
Yes, it is. High five. Consistency.
Yes. Going back to episode 2 of season 1. If you haven't heard it, please go back and listen. I know the audio quality isn't great, but
we're improving.
Yes, indeed. As for our announcements, the first one, I want to sincerely apologize for the audio quality of the last 2 episodes. Maybe it's not actually horrible.
No, but
Blaine's camera is really good.
So to give a background of that, we were recording using our microphones, and then for some reason the program that we used updated, but didn't fully reinstall itself. So when we played it back, it just sounded like somebody was talking into an aluminum foil ball.
Yeah, it was aluminum foil ball underwater while being choked. It was so bad.
Okay, now I'm just imagining the rubber chicken under the faucet.
Yes, it was absolute trash, and it happened at DreamHack, and the episode after that when we were talking about more stories. It was super unfortunate. I had Admin Anonymous come over because he's the one who introduced me to a secondary program we use to make it so we record both microphones simultaneously. And we went through every single setting. We tried every option. And finally he was like, look, man, this is working. So it has to be the other program. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So I reinstalled it, and sure enough, it works now. Yeah.
But on a very positive note, Blaine, your camera's microphone is very good.
It is.
It's much better than I anticipated. I will say that. So,
and as you can see, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. That is my favorite drink.
But the original, no? Or is the cherry the better one?
Original, in my opinion, is always best, but I can do cherry.
Okay. But we'll get into that in a minute, because I have a thought about that. As for other announcements, I think the only other one is that Rated R has a new Twitter.
Ooh. Oh, Rated R Sports 1.
Rated R Esports 1.
Rated R Esports 1. Yeah, I got followed by that, and I was like,
yeah, so did I.
What the hell?
On my way up the stairs to come here, I messaged Prode and the co-owner and said, hey, did we get a new Twitter?
So did they find out why their last one?
I have not heard.
No? Oh, man.
I have not heard. I do have a meeting tomorrow with all the owners, so I might ask, but I am unaware at this time.
All or both?
There are 3.
Who's the third?
His name is Vaughn?
I knew that.
Yeah. So I'm meeting with them and Sparks, which, by the way, yes, Sparks, I do have that tail still. I wanted to take a picture of it before I replied.
Did you bring it?
I didn't.
Dang. Oh, man. I was going to remind you, but I had work troubles in my last 5 minutes of work.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, I'll tell you about it later.
Yes. All right. So, I think now, because this is an... Oh,
well,
please.
You normally have an announcement about your team. How's your team doing?
The team is fine. We're still holding tryouts. The league we want to join doesn't start until the first week of April.
Okay.
And so we're taking our time to really try these people out, get them playing with each other, and build up that synergy now, so that the first couple weeks of the split we're not still discombobulated.
Got it. Understandable.
So, then, I think that's it for my announcements. Do you have anything else?
Nope. I never have announcements.
You look really fancy, though, with that collared shirt right now.
I went out and bought a bunch of new shirts. I now have 4 long sleeve button-up shirts and 4 short sleeve button-up shirts. I like that look. It just, in my opinion, in my head, I think, oh, that person had to take the time to button up that shirt. which is a lie because I slide it on with
you
only the
really?
top. I undo the top two and I slide it on. Same with my church shirt.
Oh, that's amazing.
I don't, not even to wash them. I don't unbutton them. And which is funny because my mom's like, "That's gross. How does it get washed?" I'm like, "How do your other shirts get washed, Mom?"
You have a very good point. I wouldn't have thought to ask how does it get washed because it's in the washer.
Well, my mom's like, "Well, but it's not open." I'm like, "None of your other shirts are open too, Mom."
You have a really good point.
Anyway, but yeah, I actually only unbutton this one and this one, and I just slide right off.
I had no idea.
I'm so lazy.
Which is funny because I think I'm the more lazy of the two of us, and I button up every single time.
We're lazier than each other on certain levels.
All right.
When it comes to cleaning, I've got you beat. You are way lazy. No, you got me beat.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
the only thing I won't do is emptying the dishwasher.
And see, that's funny because that's something I enjoy doing. I'll empty the dishwasher
Fuck
all
the
day.
dishwasher. And that's that. I will tell that story to the first person that comments on the video or the podcast, whichever one you listen to, on why.
So
Yeah.
that actually brings me to, or us rather, brings us to what I would think I would like to talk about today. Because this is a milestone episode, as episode 10, I wanted to go back over some of the things we've asked our audience to comment on.
Okay.
And kind of fill in some mysteries. Because there are some questions that have remained unanswered since they were introduced, even back in season 1.
I know a few, but did you make a list?
I did. After
Yes!
my fiasco last week with What the F.
Your giant failure.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Oh.
I'm still so embarrassed.
Okay, but anyway.
So I made a list of a lot of things.
Okay.
The first one is my favorite color. No one has commented. There was one comment from Canman saying royal blue, and that is not correct.
Surprisingly, you would think that it was in the blue greenish category. No, your favorite color is ding 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 orange.
It is orange.
Mm-hmm.
Ta-da. I'm showing my phone case to the camera.
Yep.
It's orange. And
Okay.
that's what color we used when we were writing down what makes a good game that one time.
I'm gonna sidetrack here for a second.
Please do.
We should do an episode where it's like how well do you know your spouse, but me and you, because we work together, we jam out together, we do a podcast together. Our wives are best friends,
That could be a lot of fun.
and Bleen will come up with the questions.
I think that's fair.
I think that would be an interesting episode.
It would
Okay, we're gonna back on track. Okay.
All right, so there was that one. I already apologized for the sound problems. Oh, last week when we talked about What the F when I submitted myself, and Bleen said there was a chance that you almost did submit yourself for a What the F once. Pardon
Okay.
me.
What did I submit myself
Well,
for?
you were going to because of a thing at work.
Oh, that was a couple weeks ago.
Yes, it was
Yes,
a couple weeks
yes,
ago,
okay.
and that was what you were going to do, but instead you told the story about your brother and his birthday and decided that was more worth telling.
Did I announce it on?
You did. You said I was going to say.
Oh, okay. So I did say it. Okay.
Yes,
I
you
do
did.
actually remember what that was.
Yeah,
I do.
I was listening back, because I work graveyards. Thursday night, quote unquote, or into Friday morning before I go home and sleep before coming here,
Yeah.
I listen to our episodes to refresh my memory.
Right before it.
Yeah, and so last week I listened to it. I was like, oh, holy cow, he almost did. You didn't, but you almost did. So I am still the only one to nominate myself 100% for a What the F twice.
Okay.
Twice I have. That's so sad.
Can I nominate myself this week?
I don't know. Long silence.
For making that face, I would say yes.
You know, I was pretty good this week.
Good.
I was pretty
Good.
good this week. Yeah.
All right. The next one is we still haven't named this place where we record.
That's for our fans to vote.
Yeah.
It's for our fans.
I know that
Seismic Splash.
we have doubled viewership / people who vote on the.
We did.
on the
We
What
went
the F.
from 4 to 9.
So I think now is once again a good time to say we want everyone out there to help us choose
Yes.
what to name this room.
If I may.
Yes, please.
Bleen, would you mind showing the room off?
Sure.
This is going to be cool.
This is going to be interesting. We are going to show off Alvatross 17's playroom. By playroom, I mean this is where I play games.
So
it's
I
weird.
guess we'll start over here.
You know what? In this video, I'm supposed to also show off my stuff. Nope.
Is that
You know
we're
what?
doing?
I'm building
I
a new
think that should
PC
be
tomorrow.
That should be separate.
I'm gonna do because I'm building a new PC tomorrow. Okay, so over there we have my wife's paint desk. She really does enjoy painting, and right now she's been into sunsets, both night and day. I've got the TV that I put on for my son when he just wants to be in here, so I can play video games and have him in the same room. Keep going to the right. We've got my wife wanted a new couch set, so this is still a good couch. So we brought it in here. It's actually really comfy to sleep on when my wife is snoring in my ear, or when I'm hacking up a lung because I've got the cold or flu. That's my window. All these paintings, if you can see, my wife has painted them. Now, I'm not going to tell you what they are, but if anybody can tell me what those are, I might ask my wife to paint them, and I'll pay to ship them to you.
Ooh. A copy of each?
A copy. I'm not giving those ones. I love those ones. Yeah.
What they're from and what
What
they
they're
are.
from and what well, anybody that knows what they are will know what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to give it away. Okay, so keep going. That's my longboard over there. I have yet to biff it on that. This is my gaming PC setup. This is being replaced tomorrow. And let's see. Oh, the famous mouse pad Darth Vader, one of my favorite scenes. Favorite character from Star Wars, by the way. That Juhadre came and threw at me when he walked in the doorway once.
You're welcome. So now...
And then one last thing.
Yeah, sorry.
And then this, try Wild Bill's. That's really good. That root beer is great. But this fridge is one that I found being thrown away at work, and we don't know why. It works great. I used a temperature gun over a 6-hour period to test the temperature. It was great. It works fine. And that is the room.
Yes, it is. Now,
back to you, Juhadre.
So anyone just listening, if you want a chance to participate in that little contest that Alvatross just set up, you will need to go and watch the YouTube video.
Yes,
That's
you will.
The Rated R Esports YouTube channel. You just type in Rated R Esports. You'll find it. It's not that hard to find.
If you're having a hard time finding it, message either myself, Bleen, or Juhadre, and we can send you the link.
Yeah.
We have no problem doing that.
Oh, or you can check our Slink link.
Yeah, if you go to Jupadre, Jupodre, on Twitter, right there in the bio, you will actually see a link that goes right to our Slink link that gets to all of our feed, which still coming because I'm so lazy. Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm so bad.
So we're right back to the lazy thing, huh?
I'm not a social media guy.
Well, it's funny because at the end of every video, we have a credits slide, and it says social media, Albatross 17.
I know, but I'm so bad. I'm trying.
I know you are.
I'm
Listen.
trying. Should we nominate me on that?
No.
Okay.
No, because how long did it take us to build a Twitter? How long did it take us to get an email? And how long did it take us to get video? Like there
Actually,
are so
halfway
many
through the
things.
first season.
It was actually, we didn't even get it until we were going to through season 1, but then we decided to do this massive release for season 2 so that there was social media,
that's
email,
right.
and everything.
I had built my own Twitter in there, and then we built the Jupadre one. Then got it. Mass release for season 3.
It's gonna. All right, that actually brings up a really.
We're going 200 episodes on season 2, though.
That was what I was gonna say. Is the Diablo 3 seasons last 3 months or so?
How long did season 1 go?
I think it was 17 episodes.
My favorite TV show does 22 to 24 episodes. If you can name the show.
I can.
I know that Bleen can.
Yeah.
But so that's another question. Should we do full year length seasons, or should we do an amount of episodes like some other places do?
What do you guys think?
Now, to clarify, before they make their decision, that does not mean we will be taking post-season breaks. I still want to release every single week.
I like still releasing every week just because it's really easy. I still would like more feedback so we can grow and make this better.
Yes, I'm with you on
because
that.
I really do enjoy this.
Mm-hmm.
But I was fine with not taking a break. We went straight from season 3 to season 1 to season 2.
Yep.
Because this is a weekly thing that I really enjoy.
I do too. And
so,
Bleen, do you enjoy this?
Oh yeah.
Good.
He gets to use his fancy new camera.
Right? And so, yeah, let us know, guys. And if you don't like Twitter, remember, you can just email us. Email us. I was trying to say us at something.
Well, that brings me another thing.
Yes.
somebody asked me, Eureka Fresh, he asked me when I was hanging out with him a while back, he said, hey, are you guys going to get one of the, what is it? The P.O. boxes. And I said, if we get enough viewers, I'll totally get a P.O. box.
I think that's fair.
Yes. So the one guy that doesn't, wants to stay off the grid can send us a letter.
Okay.
I think P.O. boxes are for us to stay, our location to stay.
Yeah, that's actually what it is.
It was a joke because it's going to write a letter.
It's still funny, though. But anyway, that is juhadrepod@outlook.com if you want to send us an email.
Have you even checked that?
Yes, I check it frequently.
Okay, because that's one I don't check because I don't ever think about it.
Yeah.
I probably should get it. I should probably get that one.
That's okay.
Oh, well.
I've been checking on it.
All right, back to your list.
So, next thing.
Oh, wait, back up. Now that you've seen the room, let's name it. We're waiting. Let's name it. Okay, back to the list.
Okay, the next thing, a few episodes back, we talked about how my wife Landell and I went to a concert for a band we didn't name. We gave a hint as to what the name was. It was a kitchen tool.
Yeah.
And no one has responded with that, and so...
Should we name it?
I think we should. 1, 2, 3.
Skillet.
It is Skillet.
It was Skillet.
That's who we went to go see in Casper, Wyoming. It was a magnificent show. We've seen them 3 times now.
That is awesome.
Almost as many times as I've seen A Day to Remember.
I was just going to ask you how many times have you seen them?
I've seen them 4 times. I saw them once before I got married, once while I was. Then
only once while you were?
Hold on. I will rephrase. Once before I was married, about a year after that's first concert.
There we go.
Then I went with you and my brother when they came with Falling in Reverse and Papa Roach, and then we went and saw them at USANA with Beartooth and I Prevail.
And that other weird Can't Swim.
Sing.
Can't Swim. That's what it was called. Can't Swim.
I called them Can't Sing.
Yeah.
It was really sad. Anyway, yes, those are the 2 that I have seen the most.
So Skillet, there it was.
Skillet is my wife's favorite band.
Mm-hmm. And Devil Wears Prada was at that one as well.
That's right, with the one that we went
Papa
to
Roach
together,
and Falling Reverse. That was 3 of my favorite bands to listen to right there.
Yay.
Yeah. So
good stuff. Let's see. Sound.
Which is interesting because Papa Roach, I actually know the very original bassist to them before they got big.
For when they were Dirthead?
He played for Dirthead and his best friend, Jerry Horton. They grew up together. So it's funny when they do interviews and he's like, yeah, we grew up on the wrong side of the tracks. And my buddy's like, are you kidding me? I remember sleeping over at your house on your mom's fancy
after playing
couch.
in the pool.
Yeah, after playing in the pool and the trampoline.
I met him too. He lives in the complex where we both have lived.
Yes, which is my very first private apartment, not student housing, was your first apartment.
Correct.
Not planned.
No.
That was not planned.
When I heard that you were moving in there, I actually took the time to go to the office and ask before you knew specifically, because they changed the way the addresses are.
Yeah, I was there when they did that, and it confused everybody when you got packages.
Yes. So that was another cool thing. But yeah, he lives there. We both lived there. He's a very nice guy. We might have to have him on.
He's one of the nicest guys I would have to say probably one of the most humble guys I have ever met.
I agree.
He's so nice.
He is.
Moving back to your list.
I think that's actually it for the list.
Okay.
But it is now time to move into What the F.
Ooh. And welcome back. What the F?
I love this segment still.
This is one of my favorite segments. Every time, I get so giddy about it.
Good.
Yes.
Good. So, how did we do last week?
Last week, let's pull it out and check. I'm going to whip it out.
I will make sure there's a rim shot there.
Yes. Okay. Juhadre looks like our poll. Wow. Okay. We went down to only 4 votes this time.
Dang it.
I did not vote.
Neither did I.
I didn't vote either.
So that's 2 votes out from the 9. So we're still.
So that's still better, and we're still trying to grow. It takes a while for these things to kick off.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Last week we had Check Yourself, which was a story of the guy tried to deposit the check by changing the number on it. Okay. We had Time for Takeoff because they forgot to tell us our flight that the that the runway was closed. And then we have WTE Juhadre.
Yeah, because I
Anyways.
forgot.
Anyway, which one won?
I don't know. I didn't look.
Oh, I'm asking your guess.
Honestly, I want to say the check yourself guy, because what a moron.
That was pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Blaine? Or do you already know?
I don't know.
'Kay.
'Cause I didn't vote. It doesn't tell me unless
Right.
I vote.
I don't look. I don't look.
What is it?
I want to say it's check yourself.
It was check yourself. It really was.
Called it.
Yeah. You actually got 0 votes.
Congratulations, me.
Yes. So nobody voted against you. Okay.
That's fine.
So, what the F moment of the week for each of us? Blaine.
So, I was at work, and my work provides gloves for us. So everyone has the same gloves. I go to pick up mine by where I had been working with them, because I take them off to do other things. And I unball them and throw them on, and somebody had cut off the thumb to my glove. It wasn't ripped off. It was a nice, clean cut.
Do you know who did it?
I don't know who did it.
It wasn't you, was it?
wasn't me.
Oh my gosh.
It sounds like somebody's messing with you. But
I
that's
don't think
my
so,
gosh.
but what the F? That's my glove.
Yeah, it's your glove.
That really is funny.
My gosh.
Why don't you get the anti-cut gloves?
Those do exist.
Yeah, we have a pair at work right now.
Yeah, these are a lot cheaper than the...
We don't use them.
Yeah.
Okay, well there you go. Thumbless.
That's a pretty good story. Like, what is wrong with your work? Like, you know what? It was the Czech dude. He knew you were
He probably
talking
came
about
back
him.
in. Fuck this! I'm gonna cut off his thumb. Okay, Juhadre.
All right, now I have 3 honorable mentions. I'm not going to list them all during the segment, but I need Alvatross and Bleen to tell me a number 1 through 4, so I know what story to tell.
3.
3?
2.
2.
Pick number 3, my lord. That's
from Shrek.
That's my go-to.
All right. Last night, when I was at work, we were talking about how British people pronounce things weird. Or whatever, Americans pronounce things weird. We'll go
People with
that.
accents pronounce
Right.
things differently.
Yeah. And all the time I see this word when I read, it's draft. D-R-A-U-G-H-T. That's a draft.
Yes.
I always thought it was like draught. It means like to take a big swig of something from a barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But it's draft. And I said, well, that's stupid. Why is it that way? And then a coworker said, if you think that's weird, you should see how they pronounce lieutenant.
I've seen that. Or colonel.
Colonel, I didn't look up. But it's still spelled L-I-E-U-T-E-N-A-N-T. Lieutenant, but they pronounce it lieutenant.
Yep, I can
Not
confirm
kidding.
this.
Really?
You should see the look on Albatross's face if you're only listening instead of watching.
that.
Yeah, lieutenant. It's spelled the same, but they pronounce it lieutenant. We looked into it. That is the archaic way of saying it,
Lieutenant?
lieutenant. But in 1909, they changed it to lieutenant. They changed the spelling worldwide, but the British still pronounce it lieutenant.
Now, did you happen to continue to read that? Was it because there was a left-handed man and a right-hand man? Like you, that's my right-hand man. Something like
I
that?
didn't.
Okay.
No, it was because they wanted to not offend people with only right hands.
That's funny.
Okay.
Is that real or
So-
is that just a joke?
That's for me to know.
So there's Juhadre's What the F. Now, if I may talk a little bit about that, I was thinking about today. So, why do we say somebody's driving reckless? That doesn't make sense. You're reckless. Shouldn't it be wreckful?
You get mad at me for these jokes, and then you come up with
I
wreckful.
know. I know. I was thinking about it today. It was because on my way to work, I got stuck behind this lady who was driving slow. And normally when they drive slow, you're like, oh, she's probably approaching her turn. No, she drove a mile going 10 under the speed limit, and it looked like she was going to turn at every place because she was doing that. Oh, I'm only going to creep up right now, creating so much fucking traffic.
Right.
But I was thinking, gosh, she's just being a reckless driver. And I was like, reckless? That would wreck less. What? No, she's being wrecked full.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah. Oh, man, it pisses me off. Anyway, going about What the F? My story. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to give a little bit of details to part of it because if they listen to this, well, I really hope she gets offended.
Okay.
You'll understand why. So me and my wife, we went out to a comedy club last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And this counts because it would have been after we recorded.
Correct.
Yes. So my wife, we went up to the bar counter because we were going to order a drink, non-alcoholic. That's just where they have all the drinks. So we ordered some drinks, and then this guy's like, hey, you can come sit down at our table with us. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm meeting somebody new. There was this other couple. They're a little bit older than us. So we went and sat down. We were getting to know each other, talking to him. And he asks us, and so he's with another woman. And they're on a date, just like me and my wife are on a date. And he asks us, so, hey, how long are you guys married for? And I said, we're going on 6 years now. And he goes, oh, cool. And I said, well, what about you? And he goes, oh, we're not married, but I'm divorced. And then in my head, I'm like, okay, so he's probably on a date with somebody new.
Yeah.
She then pipes in and says, oh yeah, me too. I'm divorced as well. Just kidding. We've been together for 17 years. Well, not me and him, but because I'm out here with him today.
Oh.
And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, wait, I didn't ask because I didn't want to know.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wait, so you are married? Because you just said you've been married for 17 years. Just kidding, I'm not divorced. I'm married for 17 years. But this isn't your husband. You're not married to him. And then she proceeds to show us that she's got 3 kids. So I'm like, wait, you've had kids with this guy, but you're out with this guy.
Oh
now,
my gosh.
some people might think, oh, but that's fine. I understand there's a whole lifestyle about that. I'm not into that. That's just my opinion. But they weren't just friends. They were grabbing each other, and I saw him grab her butt. Her hand was in his back pocket. They were getting flirty and up close and personal, and I'm just like, what the F?
Yeah.
You're not out with your own husband?
I'm with you
Do
on
what
that.
you want. Do what you want. You're free agency, but in my opinion, what the F?
What the F indeed.
What the F?
Wow.
Yes. There's my story.
That's incredible.
Yeah. I hope they didn't invite us, like, openly invite us over because they were like, hey, let's try and swing with these people. 'Cause that ain't happening. No.
That's pretty good.
No. I'm monogamous. Very monogamous. I barely want my own wife sometimes.
Yikes.
I love her to death. I just don't want the responsibility of another person.
I'm with you there.
So I miss just being able to come home and just taking my pants off and just not having to worry about anybody.
What a story.
Yeah.
What the floozy?
Ah.
I love that word. Floozy. I love that word.
And so you intentionally tell the story to hope she listens and gets offended.
She's not going to listen.
No, probably not.
No, but in my opinion, what the F? You're out with somebody else. Well, I mean, do what you want. People do that. I know there's a whole underground like world out there that does that. I'm not into that.
Mm-hmm.
So in my mind, what the F?
And you know what we forgot to do at the beginning of this part?
What?
This segment is brought to you by Soeza Clothing Company.
Yes, it is.
Yes. SoezaClothing.co. That's on our Slink link. Check out their products, guys. It's honestly one of the most comfortable shirts I've ever worn. It doesn't
Surprising
crumple.
You're not wearing it today.
Yeah, I like to mix it up.
Well, it was just understandable if you're wearing the same thing every day. People mentally get that way. But yes, if you go to SoezaClothing.co, use code JUPODRE, JUPODRE. That gets you 15% off your order, and the proceeds that you save also come to us, which can help fund more possibilities for Juhadre itself.
And we need a few people to use that code first so that we can then design our Juhadre with the peas in the pod shirt.
I really want one of those shirts.
As do I.
I'm so excited.
As do I.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you everybody for continuing to watch. We're going to pause for a moment and go right back with the show. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. That was a lot of fun, Alvatross. I still love that segment so much.
It's one of my favorite segments. Because I constantly, what the F are you doing? What the F were you thinking? All the time.
Here it comes.
Wow! you totally called that you were going to do.
Yeah.
Wow.
I am so sorry, everybody.
Wow. We just lost all four listeners.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't drink soda a lot, but I was gifted this wonderful one by Albatross that has no caffeine, thank goodness. and I decided to drink it. And just as we were getting ready to hit record again, I was like, this is not going to be good.
Oh,
And,
boy.
You know, Bleen gave me some sound advice. He said, own it. Okay, well, there it is. I did it. Excuse me. Let's move on.
That was so unprofessional. This is so bad. Okay, moving forward.
So, I have a little funny.
Oh, you've still got your other stories, too.
I'll tell a few. Okay, so the first one, on my way here, it was just this weird coincidence.
Coinky dink.
Indeed.
He
There it is
said
again,
he-
excuse me. As I was driving here, there was a sticker on the back of a van that said, I love my golden doodle. Okay? I don't know why that's so funny to you.
Look at his face.
What?
Yeah, I love my
okay.
golden doodle. A golden doodle is a golden retriever poodle mix. That's what that is. That's a dog. So, it just so happened that right when I was behind and reading I love my golden doodle, the radio had a commercial on about Pepsi, and it said, do you love your golden doodles? Well, you should, because those little puppies are amazing, or something to that effect. And I said, wow, what are the chances that radio commercial happens to talk about the exact same dog as the sticker on the car right in front of me?
It's the algorithm.
The algorithm, man.
That's hilarious. Golden doodle. I haven't heard that in a while.
It's obviously it made you laugh.
Yeah, the last thing I've heard about a poodle was the pocket piranha.
The what?
You've never heard of a poodle called the pocket piranha?
No.
So my sister owns a groom shop, and that's what we call them.
Oh.
Because they're just so small, you could fit one in your pocket. Poodles are tiny.
Some of them.
More of a Maltese poodle, but
We
we call them that because they're evil. They're evil dogs.
Most-
People think that poodles are really no, they're not. They're mean.
I think most little dogs are evil.
Yeah, it's little dog syndrome.
So anyway, that was just a cool little thing that happened. It wasn't a what the F moment, but I think it's a cool little coincidence.
Dang it, Google.
Taking over the world. It's that actually when
Go ahead.
when I was at work, twice this has happened. I was talking with coworkers, and someone's phone overheard me and started sending ads for it. The first time I was talking with someone about how my wife had strep, and about an hour later, that coworker texted me saying, I have ads for throat lozenges on my phone.
That's funny.
So that was the first one.
That's
The
hilarious.
second one, we were talking about Baldur's Gate, because it was the graveyard shift. We didn't have any tickets to work, and someone brought it up. And I checked the time on my phone, and behold, what do I see? A YouTube video for a Baldur's Gate playthrough. I have never looked up Baldur's Gate. I don't know what it is. I don't know anything about it. I don't follow any channels that would have anything about it, and it got me.
That's actually interesting.
It's freaking creepy is what it is.
Eh.
IMO.
I'm okay with it, personally. Like, if my fridge ran out of milk and just knew automatically to send me this thing, hey, go get some
I
milk.
think that's different.
I'm okay with technology learning about me. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
If they want to listen to my conversations, they're going to go, this guy's a fucking idiot sometimes. What the hell is he talking
I want
about?
you to... I almost walked into a trap. I was going to say, I want you to name one person they wouldn't say that about, because everyone is...
Moose.
Wait, no, they would say that about Moose. We love Moose.
Oh, say something. Okay, yeah.
But they wouldn't say...
That would be like America's funniest videos right there, because he is hilarious.
I love Moose.
I love you, Moose, so much. Don't ever change.
We should have him on the show sometime.
We should. I think he'll... So going back to what I was gonna say,
Okay.
can I bring your mood down a little bit, but not?
I mean, if you want to.
not-
I still have two stories that I can tell, so
good.
it'll be okay.
Did you know that you and myself and Bleen are older than Google?
Oh, don't say things like that.
We're older than Google,
Oh.
Facebook, Yahoo.
I knew we were older than
The first
Facebook.
flip phone.
My gosh.
Not AOL.
No,
we're
not
older
AOL. No. We are older than all of them. I made a list and sent it to my wife the other day,
Oh my
and
gosh.
she was not happy.
I'm not happy.
I just can't believe, like, I'm older than Google. I just reminded me of that.
That's a very funny fact. It's unfortunate too.
Yeah.
I grew up using a Windows 95, so...
I did too.
XP. Skip 95 and 98.
I had Windows 95, 98, XP, Vista,
I
Windows
skipped
7.
Vista, and I am proud of it.
Well, because you went on a mission.
Well, then I went to
No, it came out when I was around.
You're right, it did.
Well, but then I went to Windows 7, skipped Windows 8 and 8.1, and went straight to 10.
I'm sorry. 8.1 was actually quite pleasant to me.
I didn't use any of them, so
I did.
I
liked
lucked
it.
out.
Alrighty. Okay. I think we only have time for one more story.
We got this.
Do you want the personal one or the one I heard on the radio?
Personal.
Personal's always funnier.
I went out with my wife and Admin Anonymous and Crash Course and their wives for Punk Horse's birthday.
Who's that?
Punk Horse? Admin's wife.
Oh. Oh, I was there.
No, you were not.
Was I not there?
No, you were at your comedy club.
You guys did that? Oh.
So
you all
last,
went out that
yeah,
day. Okay.
Last year it was much bigger and it was hard to talk with everybody. People felt excluded and it was weird, and so they wanted a little bit more intimate. So they invited
That's
Crash and me and our wives. So the 6 of us were out.
Wait, did Crash's wife not go?
Yes, she did.
Oh, okay.
So Crash and me and our wives.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay,
Plural.
moving forward.
So we walk into the restaurant. I know they had already sat down. So I walk past the line, look right at 2 hostesses who are talking, say, "My party's already here. I'm going to go." They didn't look at me. They didn't break stride. They didn't hear me. They just kept on gabbing to each other, and I walked straight into the restaurant and sat down.
Okay.
As a hostess, aren't you supposed to be hosting and
I think you're
listening?
supposed to be aware.
Yeah, they did not even see me. Completely ignored
It's
that
the
someone.
ring.
That's funny. That's really funny. I walked past 40 people waiting to sit down and just sat. That's not okay. They should be aware. And it wasn't just the 2. There were 4 other people behind the counter and everything, and not one person asked me what I was doing.
I'm gonna guess that this wasn't at a Culver's.
It was not at Culver's.
I know which restaurant it was.
You dirtbag. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm thinking to myself, I probably just wouldn't have cared.
You
But-
may
but
not
I
have cared,
understand.
but would you have looked at someone speaking directly to you?
If somebody were to talk to me and say that, I would have broken my conversation because my job is to take care of customers.
Exactly. And said
Yes.
at the very least, okay, please do. Anything. Or just a thumbs up.
No, you know what? Even as a host, I probably would, as somebody walking past, I would have said, "Do you need anything?"
Yeah.
Walking past.
Anything. No.
Just especially if somebody's trying to engage me. So yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, the distance between you and me is greater than the distance between me and talking to them. We're talking
That's pretty sad.
2 feet. I turned, looked him right in the eye and said, or not in the eye because she was looking the other way. Said,
I know what you meant. You looked at her direct.
Yeah. My party is in there. I'm going in. I waited for about 2 seconds and walked away.
Yeah, I would have been like, awesome. Do
Yeah.
you know where they're at?
Yeah, exactly.
I would have. Okay, yeah, okay. Yep. I see where you're coming from. I agree.
Honorable mention. What the F? Do your job.
Yeah, Taco Bell guy. Or was
Call back.
Yeah.
It was the Taco Bell guy.
Yep. That one should have been on your list too. I don't think anybody knew that restaurant either.
Oh! Holy crap.
Yeah.
You're right.
Juhadre's favorite restaurant is Taco Bell.
Boom.
Yeah.
We already said yours out loud because we need to do the breakfast.
Yes. I've been waiting. I want
I know.
breakfast from Wendy's, guys.
I know. I'm almost off of Graves.
I know.
We will do an episode where we try the breakfast baconator.
We're going to do a morning episode one of these days.
That'll actually be a lot of fun. Maybe.
It'll have to be after 9 a.m. though.
You know it. You know it.
I know. Which is when they stop serving. I'm kidding.
I think it would be 11, isn't it? I don't know. Every place does it different. Some people serve breakfast all day. I hope they do.
Wendy's is pretty awesome, but I doubt it.
All right. Well, anyway, I think that's going to do it with this second Milestone episode, Season 2, Episode 10.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so don't forget to follow us on all social media. Instagram coming soon. I am Alvatross17
Juhadre.
and Bleen.
with 3 N's.
at Juhadre on Twitter. Email us, juhadrepod@outlook.com. Don't forget to follow Rated R Proper. It is now at Rated R Esports 1. That will be updated on the Slink link by the time this episode comes out. You can follow Rated R on YouTube's, where you can find this podcast in video form. Also check us on Spotify, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.
And if you're having trouble finding any of our episodes, if you just go to Juhadre at Twitter, you check our Slink link. It's got a link to all of the platforms on which you can go and listen and or watch.
You know, if you search Juhadre in Spotify, it brings it up.
Does it?
But you can't search Juhadre in any of its variants. It won't show up. It's weird.
Interesting.
What the